Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Boxing. I'm Leti.
I'm LB.
And let's get into what are the other fights we have this weekend. That was power action from 1 to 12.
It was.
So we had Joseph Diaz out of Southern California. Versus William Zepeda out of Mexico.
Yeah.
Woo! This fight, damn. Damn. We kind of knew that was going to go down like that, but...
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, so when this first fight, when the fight first got announced, I told her straight out, I was like, "Hey man, Jojo, this is a tough fight. This is gonna be a tough fight for Jojo.
Definitely.
Just based on the fighting styles alone, I felt like this was gonna be a banger.
Good competition.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen William Zepeda, if you saw this fight, he is non-stop pressure, combinations, power, and and he brings the volume, and he was just overwhelming Jojo.
Yes.
I will say this, that brother Jojo is a dog. Because, the shots that he was taking, you could tell, and, even his dad said the game plan was that, okay, we're going to, kind of wait him out, take a little, allow him to kind of punch himself out. And I will say this, he did slow down in the fight, but not enough for Jojo to really have enough success to win the fight.
Yes.
Because Jojo definitely did have his success.
He did.
And he did he did even hurt Zepeda a couple times, but Zepeda just came back and
he swallowed that shit pretty much. All the other ones.
He did.
At some point we were like, okay, he's just throwing them. And at first we were like, okay, Jojo, what's Jojo doing? And I think he was trying to fill out the power because Zepeda has hella knockouts.
Yep.
So I think he was trying to, fill the power out or whatever. But damn, there was a point where he was just going in, you know? And I think Jojo was trying to target the body first, a lot, both sides, which I think was smart because, a lot of these boxers, they could take the punches up high, but the body, that's just, a whole other thing.
And that's kind of JoJo. See, that's what he do.
Yeah, and, but like we said, there was just, even JoJo said at the end, it was just overwhelming, the pressure, just the non-stop combinations, punches that Zepeda was throwing. But like you said, for JoJo's not even get dropped and take those shots, man, my hat's off to JoJo, man.
Yeah, and to kind of go off of that too, I will say this, his plan, I felt like they should have switched the game plan because, he really didn't, slow down enough. Jojo, he did have success, when he was kind of like waiting them out and then countering over the top, and he was able to have success, but, it just wasn't enough. If Jojo was landing one good shot, then, Zepeda was coming back with 2 and 3. And, and this was, he really, I felt like the game plan really kind of worked into Zepeda's favor just because Jojo was just sitting there, to be hit. He was, taking a lot of the punches on the glove instead of, getting out of distance and, kind of boxing more. And so, he took a risk on thinking he was going to slow down, and maybe, I don't know if he thought that he was going to be able to stop him or something like that because, but yeah, he was just overwhelmed by Zepeda, and Zepeda's just his pure volume really won him this fight.
Yeah, it really did. And I don't even know, like you said, he did. When Jojo had a little bit more success, he did start slow. Like you said, at the beginning, he was just kind of trying to fill out the punches. Yeah. Maybe if he would have turned up a little bit earlier, he would have caught the respect of Zepeda and been like, okay, I got to watch it. Even though in Zepeda's corner, they was saying, like, hey, don't get over too cocky. Like, you got to be careful still, you know? And he did come, on the other round after that. I think it was the second one where he wasn't going as crazy, but he still did what he did,
And the corner was saying that too because he was getting Zepeda, when he was throwing his combinations, he was kind of I feel like he was kind of getting used to Jojo not throwing back. So and the second and then the second that he got comfortable and Jojo not throwing back, Jojo was coming back with a counter.
Yeah.
And so Jojo, and especially I'll even say this, like Jojo was landing the better, I'll probably say the cleaner shots. But Zepeda was just landing more shots, and that's, he was landing more shots, even though Jojo was, landing maybe the cleaner shots, but he was just overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know if I heard about, but it was like 90 or 100 punches that he threw in one round. Like what? Yeah, that's crazy.
But it was a great performance, and now we got a new player in the 135-pound division.
Very entertaining fight. For sure.
Yeah, very entertaining fight. We got a new player at 135.
Another one.
I know, in such a loaded division. If you guys watch our videos, we love that division.
It's definitely a powerhouse at 135. But
so
what do you think is next for him?
It's gonna be interesting because he is over there with Golden Boy. So it's gonna be kind of interesting because I feel like majority of the top 135 pounders are on other networks, whether it be PBC. PBC got a lot of 135s or Top Rank. So. I mean, for me personally, as a boxing fan, I would like him to get one of those fights with one of those guys in the other areas. Mm-hmm. Is there anybody specific that you would like to see him match up against in 135?
I mean, that I gotta think about that because there's so many other 135s that I want to see fight each other.
I mean, I will say this: Shakur did come out and say, "I'll take the fight." Like he likes the fight. Shakur did say that, so I'm not shocked because Shakur, anybody fighting in his division, he want all the smoke. But yeah, I mean,
first fight to go into 135.
Yeah, that's what that's. But what you?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of the 135 fight. There's just really like an overload of who's at 135. What do you think? What names you got up there?
I mean, there's so many at 135.
I mean,
I would go ahead. What would you guys?
I mean, that would just be a fire. If you do Pitbull and him, that would just be a match that is.
Yep, that's where I was gonna go. That's where I was gonna go. Yep.
Hell of a different height and size, but they're both dogs, and they just gonna come forward.
Yeah.
I would know that would be.
That's exactly where I was going too, because like you said, both of them are Pitbull. He's over there with the PBC, but like you said, they're both come forward fighters. I mean. I think it's gonna be a war. Neither one. I haven't seen either one of them fight going backwards. It's gonna be. I'm curious to see if that fight gets made. Will the combinations still be there as much as it was in this fight with Pitbull? Because Pitbull is bringing that power too. And he loves that. He loves the fight, especially on the inside.
He loves to bang.
Yeah,
he don't feel it in his head.
Yeah, so I think if that fight happens, somebody's going down in that one. I think that would be a banger.
Yeah.
I think if he did fight if it is Shakur or a fighter like or Devin, I think it'll definitely be a different fight. We just saw JoJo stand there and stand there in the pocket with him. These other fighters, Shakur, he's gonna box, and he's not gonna just be a standstill target, But if he did want something that'll fit his style, that's Pitbull. Both of their styles are gonna clash, and I think that would make for a fire fight.
I say, what about the Zepeda and freaking Pitbull get it on? Winner gets Shakur.
Yeah, I like to see that.
Yeah,
So. But yeah, we're excited for the new player in the 135-pound division.
Another one.
Uh-huh. And we just can't wait to see how he gets matched up. Hopefully he gets matched up with some good competition, especially after a good win like this. A guy, that has the fans buzzing and wanting to see more. I think you need to throw him in there with someone, that'll continue to, continue to keep the momentum. Yeah. So. But yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see what Golden Boy does. We know how Golden Boy gets done.
Golden Boy.
But yeah, we just gonna have to wait and see. But that's all we got. So thanks for tuning in, y'all.
And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Or talk your shit. And we out.